Hey, it's DA Wrestling. Guess what here? It's predictions. Time for SummerSlam. I know we're a few days late. Probably wanted to do this on Wednesday. Got a little busy. We're doing it the day before because, well, sometimes stuff happens. So anyway, it's DA Wrestling, wrestling content guy here, Andrew from DA Wrestling. Let's get to this prediction stuff. Okay, on today's show, obviously we're doing predictions for SummerSlam. It's going on Saturday and Sunday. Lots of stuff going on there. But hey, before we get further into that, though, make sure you like, share, subscribe down below there. Much appreciated. We thank you very much for all the support. We thank you. Make sure you follow us on X at DA Wrestling, here on YouTube as DA Wrestling, right? Also on Podbean, as well as on TikTok and Spotify. We thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now let's get into predictions. Now, night one. We're going to start with these matches here. Night one, Tiffany Strat versus Jade Cargill. Now, normally, I say Tiffany Strat against anybody else, but I feel like I'm going to trap a rocket to Jade Cargill. I don't feel it's going to be much for Tiffany here. I think Tiffany's going to be a great match. I think it's going to guide Jade Cargill through. But I think at the end of the day, I think they want to have Jade Cargill as the women's champion. So, that being said, I think Jade Cargill wins. Yeah, very simple, very quick, very easy. Right? Tiffany's had a decent run with the title. Not too bad. Her NXT stuff I thought was better so far when she had the NXT title. But hey, let's see what happens. I think Jade Cargill walks out with this one. Part where I said, I think last week, that is probably where I probably go to the bathroom. Yeah, the Jelly Roll and Randy Orton match versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Yeah. It's going to be Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. There's no way about it, really. Let's be honest. It's going to be, I just don't find the point of this match. You could have put Aleister Black versus Damian Priest on instead of doing that on SmackDown. You could have done a lot of other things before instead of this. But you chose to go this route. So you get that reaction from me. All right. Next one. Judgment Day versus Roxanne Perez and Charlotte Flair. Sorry, Roxanne versus... Sorry, let me rephrase that. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa. I think it's going to be a bad weekend for the Judgment Day. Except unless your name's Finn Balor and JD McDonough. I think Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss both win out here. I think they win the tag team titles. Oh, the no friends thing seems to be really popping up. Everybody seems to like it. So we go with that. Roman Reigns and Jay Uso versus Braun Breaker and Braun Reed. Now, I think night one's going to be start off pretty badly for these guys. I don't think it's going to go over very well for the Heyman family. Or Heyman Dangerous Alliance, whatever you want to call them. I think Roman Reigns and Jay Uso win this after a very hot match. I think they really showcased Bronson Reed as well as Braun Breaker very well in this match. But I think at the end of the day, I think the Uso bloodline tandem, whatever you want to call them, I think they're the ones that win. If Karrion Kross loses here, folks, Karrion Kross is probably leaving WWE. So my prediction is Karrion Kross to beat Sami Zayn. And I think Sami Zayn's going to turn heel in the process. I think Sami Zayn's going to attack Kross at the end of it. Maybe, I think he's going to attack Kross at the end of it, turn heel. Right? Kross is going to be laughing the entire time he gets beat up, get the crap kicked out of him. But hey, I think this is where Sami Zayn and Sami Zayn turns heel and Kross wins. If Kross wins, I think he's staying in the WWE. I think if he loses, he is gone. Kind of like a loser leaves town kind of thing. I know it's very morbid to think that. Main event of the first night, we got Gunther versus CM Punk. CM Punk is winning the world title here, folks. He's 100% winning the title. But I think he's also losing the title. I think Seth, they're playing everybody with Seth's injury. I think it's as bad as they said it is. Made it look around really badly. I think Seth comes out after Punk wins, cashes in on Punk. Or during the match, close to the end of the match, he comes in and screws Punk over, gets and beats and pins Punk in a triple threat match. Similar to WrestleMania a number of years ago. WrestleMania 31, I believe it was. When Seth cashed in on Brock and Roman. I think Seth, but I think it's more likely that Punk's gonna win, have his moment in the sun, and then I think Seth is gonna crack him with the briefcase, hit the stomp, cash in on him. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins leaves with the title. Let's go on the night 2. Naomi versus Rhea versus Io Sky for the women's title. I don't see Naomi losing this match. I don't think Rhea needs it. I don't think Rhea, even Io needs it at this point either. I think Naomi ends up winning the match. I think she walks in to Clash in Paris as a champion. And I think this is set for Stephanie McIntyre to take that title, go on a run. I think they want to have Stephanie McIntyre be the one that is the champion. I don't think they want to have her face Rhea Ripley yet. They've already had her face Io Sky, but it was no title match really involved. It was kind of just the title. It was more like just like an exhibition for both. So, and we never really got a clear winner. So I think they want to strap the title on Stephanie McIntyre at Clash in Paris. So I think Naomi walks out here as a champion. Rhea doesn't need the belt, man. She doesn't. Solaka versus Jacob Fatu. If you watch SmackDown, you saw Jacob Fatu kind of got the upper hand on Solaka, which in wrestling logic, because we like to talk about wrestling logic here on the show, right? I think Jacob Fatu loses to Solaka, so kind of just got that belt. There's no way he's going to lose it right now. He's going to win by nefarious means, mainly the new bloodline with him, right? Or the Tongans. And they're going to help him out. Jacob Fatu doesn't need the belt. Put him and strap him on into the main event scene. Be better off. Doesn't mean doing the U.S. title stuff. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Remember I said Judgment Day is going to have a bad day? Bad weekend? I think AJ Styles beats Dominic here. I think the only people that held titles at the end of the week are, Balor and JD McDonough. I mean, I know some people like Dominic Mysterio's run so far. It's been kind of fun. But I think AJ Styles having one last title with the run. I mean, I'd rather see him do a main title run, like the world title run. But if you're only going to get the U.S. title out of him because it's so crowded, the thing that they want to do, I think we're okay with that. U.S. title matchup, have AJ Styles hold that for a few months. If you want to have Dominic win it again in a few months, fine. But right now, I think AJ Styles should win. I think it's going to be great for them. I think it's great for AJ Styles. He's not going to be wrestling much longer, man. I think he should have at least one more title shot. One more title win. That's what I think. Then move on to the 6-pack tables, ladders, and chairs match. And I know what you're thinking here. It's a match made for the Wyatts, which is why the Wyatts aren't going to win. I say, give the Motor Machine Gun. Actually, you know what? It's probably going to be Fraxium. It's either going to be Motor Machine Guns or Fraxium that are going to win. I'm going to lean more maybe towards Fraxium. They're more the newer call-ups, right? I think they want to strap the things to them. I think Motor Machine Guns are kind of there to help train talent, help them out more because they're very well versed. They've held the tag titles. Do I think they should have a better title run? Absolutely. But I think they want to strap it onto Fraxium and go from there. So I'm going to take Fraxium to win this, really. In a very brutal match, we're going to see a lot of high spots, I think. I think somebody's going to go through a couple ladders. Somebody's going to go through a lot of chairs. Somebody's going to go through a whole probably stack of tables. I mean, it's tables, ladders, and chairs. I mean, why not? In the last match on Sunday, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. It's going to be a double turn. In January, we made a predictions video on DA Wrestling here, right? And the last prediction I said was Cody's going to turn heel in 2025. A lot of people look kind of ashamed at me and nodded me on that one. Not a lot of people just want to believe that video, right? I'm gonna pop it up. It's probably at the beginning of the video here. You know what I mean? Pop up predictions for 2025. Cody Rhodes, I said turns heel. I think Cody Rhodes turns heel here. What we saw there, John Cena going. We get the new John Cena back. He goes back. He was wrong and all these things. John Cena, I think, is pulling a ruse. Either he's pulling a ruse and he's just going to continue on his heel ways. But I think Cody is going to win here in nefarious ways, get that title back, and you're going to see Cody heel for the foreseeable future. Because I think the Cody heel face thing has gone on long enough. I think people don't want to see it anymore. They want to see something different from Cody because it's going to be the same pure baby face stuff. A pure babyface eventually turns heel. That's what I think is going to happen. I think John Cena loses here, goes on to have a few more matches. He just probably gets one more match, maybe against Roman Reigns. Maybe Reigns is the one that retires him. But I think Cody Rhodes wins here, right? By nefarious Reigns, probably using a chair. I don't think Travis Scott's going to come on down. But Cody Rhodes walks out, SummerSlam, the new world champion, heel version. That's what I think's going to happen. For all this more, take a look at some of these videos also too, guys, too. Right? They're really good videos. A lot of good shows there. Like a lot of new content for you guys. Make sure you follow us on DA Sports on YouTube here. DA Sports on X. Spotify, Podbean. We thank you very much. How's it going? Enjoy SummerSlam, everybody. Should be a back.